Hello and welcome to Fun with Knives with Oliver Bloxham, your host. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Takamura R2 Migaki. Please, sorry about my pronunciation, I find it very hard to pronounce some of these things. Migaki collection. So, first we're going to talk, do you know what I'll do? Give you a little up close view of the knife. So this is an absolutely stunning compressed red wood handle. Very, very hard. The whole knife is very, very hard. Very, very durable. The blade, as you see, is flawless. Look at that. I mean, that is something else. The flip side. So this is from the Takamura family, which is a second generation Japanese knife company. First off with the father, and then now the son's running the show, but very, very, very thought after in Japan. Very, very specialist, very, very highly recommended knives. So the family have a motto, which is good material choice, good forging and sharpness makes a fine, great knife, and without any one of them, the knife cannot be of quality like this. So, the steel on this knife, we'll start here with the steel. The steel is a high-speed powdered steel, which is also called R2 powdered steel, which the Takamura family named. This particular knife, the Takamura R2 Migaki gyuto 210mm, is the very hard steel compressed with a low carbon sandwich. It's a sandwich of the very hard high HSPS steel with a low carbon centre, which allows the knife to be sharpened easier and also give a very fine slice, a very clean cut. And also the great thing about it is that the stainless steel the powdered stainless steel does not it doesn't rust as easy as a carbon steel blade would. So the handle, as I mentioned roughly earlier, is a red resin treated compressed wood, which means very, 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 very comfortable in the hand. This handle, very, very, very comfortable, holds really nice, and also looks one of the most beautiful knives I've ever seen in all my time. It comes up to 63 to 64 on the Rockwell scale, this knife, but a lot of people would say when using the high density powdered steel, the high speed powdered steel, that it can be very brittle as a knife. It can be very brittle, but this knife, it's just the family have said because of the way that it's forged, means the knife is not brittle at all. It's very, very sturdy and durable. The high speed powdered steel is the steel they use to cut other steel in large manufacturing factories. So it's a very, very tough steel to use. You can see the effort that the family must go to make a knife so sharp and so refined as this. The Takamura also have some other knives out. They have many knives, but I'll just go on about the Western handles, the ones that they do. They do a Hana Damascus knife, which is 63 layers of Damascus steel folded with this low carbon core again. And they do a Pro, which is a black handled version of this. It's not as many layers as the 63, but it is still folded Damascus, so which makes that one even more refined than this knife. But this knife is made from one piece, but it is absolutely a gem. The price of this knife is you can get it at the choppingboardcompany.co.uk for £169, which is very cheap, and the chopping board company have done a great job in sourcing this knife and bringing it to England, as I've looked everywhere for them, and I only found kin knives, but they don't do the R2 Migaki series. So the chopping board company is definitely one to look for and have a look at. Some of the greatest chefs in the world use the Takamura knives. So Rene Redzepi from Noma uses this knife and he's very fond of it. Gordon Ramsay is also very, very fond of this knife, and the company, and also one of his brand, the Gordon Ramsay brand, to bring out a takamura style of blade for chefs. Also, Nazawari from La Creation Nazawa in Tokyo, 2 Michelin star, is a massive fan of these knives and helps endorse them. So they are very sought after blade, very famous, but they're not very well known. They're not very well known because they concentrate on quality rather than quantity. So they only make the knives when they get the orders in. So they don't have leftover stock to distribute or to get out. You know, they make that's how sought after and that's how respected they are. So very, very balanced, this knife. You see, balance is there, straight in the middle, which means for a big job as a chef like myself, it will glide. You will be able to chop and be happy throughout the whole time of your chopping, because everyone knows how much of a ball ache a big old long chop can be if you've got a sack of onions to go through. There's easy light work of it, see you later. I think that's everything. So I'm going to go through now and I'm going to go and do a little demonstration of chopping with you, just to show you how much.
Hello and welcome back to Fun with Knives with your host Ollie Bloxham. So now I'm just about to show you a bit of a demonstration on the knife. So this is it. This is the absolute gem. Look at that. Oh baby, now you're talking. So celery, light work of the old celery stick. Done. I mean, that is just like paper, that, isn't it? Okay, so there's a bit of celery for you. Nice. That knife just eating it. So, a bit of a tomato. Everyone knows about a tomato and how a ripe tomato can be a bit funny to cut. Thin bit of tomato there if anyone wants it. So again, no pressure when I do this. Technique of slicing, no pressure. Push down. One of the nicest things I've ever been given the gift of chopping with. The dreaded slicing of an onion. So just absolute butter. In. So I'll do this 2 ways. Just the old. Nice, straight down. I mean, talk about slicing an onion. I'm just going to do a bit of a lemon because, you know, a lot of people have to slice lemons. And just, with the great thing about being just beautiful. With it being non-full carbon steel, means I can chop lemon without having to rush and clean it nice and quick. So, give the old chopping board a little wipe. The old tatter. Now everyone knows about a tatter. Nothing. It is so sharp, the potato won't stick to the blade. No more of that bullshit knocking off potato stuff. Just ready. No pressure. No pressure. So that was the first instalment of Oliver Bloxham's Fun with Knives. If you have any comments or feedback or anything, just write in the comment box. It'd be greatly appreciated as I'm a bit new to this. Thank you for watching. Hope this is useful in any slight way. Remember to look online. Use the chopping board company and the Japanese knife company as well in London are great for buying knives in England, because obviously we don't want to import them all the way from the rest of the world because we have to pay such a duty tax and import tax, which is, stupid. So try to buy in England. I'll give you some great. I'll put a little link in the bio. But yeah, thank you for watching.